Yeah, physical game. They did what they wanted to do. They ran the ball. They took some shots down the field. They played physical on defense, created the turnovers that really were the difference in the game. Um, Thought really till the screen pass right for the half. I know we had the safety. Their punter obviously did a fantastic job pinning us inside about the 2 every time. But even at 12-3, we're right in the game. Our defense is giving up one drive. We're not getting knocked off the ball. We're covering them pretty good. And we've moved it some on offense. And then we have the 3rd and 13, and they're backed up. And everybody in the building knows they're going to run a screen or a draw. And they run a screen, and we have a D lineman that should make the play, but he tries to bat a ball down instead of just tackling the guy next to him. Then credit to running back, and we had him at the line of scrimmage, and he runs over our nickel. We clean hot him. Then we have a chance with our corner. Our corner didn't make the play on the sidelines, which I have to see it. I didn't have a good angle, but look everywhere in the box. Are like he just didn't hit him for some reason. So I don't know what it looked like from anybody else's angle, but and then that makes a difference. It's 19-3. So. That's a critical play. We got the win. It's not a big win, but there's a little bit of wind, and we got a chance to have a relatively short field with a couple minutes to go, or a minute 40 in the half, and maybe we get some points, and instead of 12-6 or 12-10 or at least 12-3, it's 19-3, and then. The fumble on the bubble was critical. We're still in the game at that point. It's 19-3. We're not. We got to get a score, and we got to get some momentum, but we're getting stops. And then we fumble and they get down a short field and they bang a slant in there for a touchdown. So then 26-3, that was difficult. So took some carnage, particularly on offense. With Tommy and James and Kenny, those are 3 pretty important guys that I don't know. I don't think we're gonna have any of them soon. So took some hits there, but to me, we got to move the ball without those 3 guys because we're not gonna have them for a while. So. But they're physical on defense. We knew that. They did, as the game went on, they stuffed the run more and more. To where we couldn't really run it at all. Early, there was some air there, and we were getting some stuffs and some runs. And then, we had some passes early. We got a hit. We had guys open on slants and bangs, and we overthrew them. And then they settled in, and it got tougher and tougher as the game went on against our defense.
The 3 injuries, how much did you think it affected today?
I don't know. It always affects you. Lose 3 good players. It affects today, but everybody's got to have injuries. You got to keep playing. We got to move the ball. Injuries didn't affect. We whiffed on a pass and fumbled. That has nothing to do with an injury. We overthrew some balls. That has nothing to do with the injury. We fumbled a bubble screen. That has nothing to do with the injury. You like to have Kenny, James, and Tommy Doyle. Those are arguably 3 of our best football players in our program. But, you still you're not dead when you lose 3 good players. So, I think the momentum, the screenplay, then they're converting it to 7 points after the long run, and then the fumble. To me, those are the 2 critical plays that gave us no chance really in the 4th quarter.
So those 3 might be a little bit longer term here?
Yeah, they don't appear to be good, so we'll see. A couple of them have multiple things going on, so I think one's fairly minor and the other ones are more significant, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
You haven't been able to get much of the run offense. The run going on offense is how much of a concern is that right now?
It's definitely a concern. We got to run the ball. We've run the ball the last 2 years better and better, and then we have not run the ball very well so far this year. So we got to run the ball. So that's a concern. We got to be able to run the football. If you can't run the football, it's hard to win football games.
You kind of have to. How do you go about kind of resetting here as you start conference play?
Yeah, you have to reset every week. You have to reset every play in college football. The way I think some guys did a better job. We talked about that last night. That hey, you're playing a Big Ten team. It's going to be fit. You're going to get knocked around some. You're going to get beat physically some. You're going to make some plays, but it's not like you're going there and just cruise to a victory against Minnesota. So you have to be able to reset. Recalibrate. We talked about coming back just even every play, let alone once a week. So I think it's easier week to week we're going to our deal in our building, you're going to come ready to work and get better, or you're not going to come. It's not. So we won't have, and again, you might have some kids that want to pout and whine. Well, they can't. They got to go someplace else to do that. I'm not going to be mad at them. I'm not going to yell at them. That's not. We got a long conference season ahead of us, and we got a lot of opportunities ahead of us. We got a huge game next week. You're on the road in conference. It's hard to win conference road games. You got to battle your tail off and find a way to win games on the road. So we got a huge game next week, and you got a chance to get off to a good start in conference or not get off to a good start in conference.
Pretty good.
The scheduling, for me, if we're tough enough to handle it. Now and then you had the injuries today, which stink, but our 3 games we've learned a lot about ourselves, and we've got some things we've done well that we gotta accentuate, and we gotta rely on more. You know what I mean? You gotta say, this is what we're kind of doing well. We've done some things inconsistent, which we know, but some of it has to do, like, they got some dudes on their side. They ain't got terrible players, so it's not always just, hey, and then there's other areas that we know we're not good enough yet at. You know what I mean? And we know it. We know it as a staff. We know it as players. So the nice thing with the 3-game run, yeah, it's mentally tough, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. Like, it's okay to grow mentally, or maybe it's okay to jump off the ship too. That's okay too, because then that's not the guy that's going to be there when. But just when you play good opponents that have twitchy, athletic dudes that are physical, you find out, and kids know. So I think we're in a good position based on these 3 games that we know a lot about ourselves. We know our strengths and weaknesses, and we know how tough it's got to be. And now it's up to us to make some corrections. And maybe some of the corrections are play as good as people. Some of it is their 3 technique isn't quite as big and physical or something, so some of it's that too. But if we handle it the right way, these 3 things, we've learned a lot about ourselves and what we need, what we're good at, what we're not good at.
Freshman running back take you by surprise at all?
No, David's talented. He has some nice runs. I think he's very similar to Lonzo, our senior, Oh, their freshman running back?
Yeah.
No, he ran hard. 21, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get anybody. I just go by numbers. 21 you're talking about. Yeah, no, he ran hard as crap against Fresno. So, no, he's a physical, not super tall, but he's a put together. I mean, he's their type of running back, north and south, patient and physical. I think it was him on the screen, right? Yeah, that's the play. I mean, we have a clean shot. I mean, he gets a nice little stiff arm, and we don't make that tackle. And so, and at times I thought, like, I knew we watched him last week. He ran against Fresno. And then it might not have been. I think it was him. I don't know, but they had some linebackers the first couple weeks. The linebackers went for rides, so Minnesota's got physical running backs. So we showed a couple times that linebackers the first 2 weeks kind of went and got him and hit him pretty good, and it looked good. And then we showed a couple times that guys just got absolutely run over. So we were showing our backs like, hey, you better bring it, or it won't be pretty. So.